Hello, and welcome to the Integrative Health Convention 2018 online interviews. Today we're going to find out more about rapid hypnosis and Dr. Toh Wong, who's speaking at the convention this October at the Park Plaza in Victoria. The Integrative Health Convention is an annual convention in London featuring many leaders in their fields of complementary and conventional medical therapies to help people get better through their various healing practices. It's an opportunity for doctors and therapists to meet, share, learn from, and connect with each other. We believe that true health is holistic and that people get better in more than just one way, and that we all have so much to learn from each other. And the Integrative Health Convention provides a stage for therapists, for doctors, and the public. There are limited tickets which can be purchased at the integrativehealthconvention.co.uk. This series of online interviews will help you to get to know our speakers, who are leaders in their different fields of healing or therapy or medicine, and maybe help you decide which talk to attend out of the 36 to choose from over the 2 days at Integrative Health Convention. I'm your host, Dr. Naveed Akhtar, and I've been a GP for over 10 years in Essex. And along with Toh here, we are co-founders of Neurolinguistic Healthcare Limited, the organisers of the Integrative Health Convention. Neurolinguistic Healthcare provides courses in advanced communication skills and therapeutic techniques, as well as training in hypnosis for healthcare providers. Today, we're going to be speaking to Toh Wong, who is going to speak to us at the Integrative Health Convention at the Park Plaza, Victoria. So, Toh, can you tell us exactly what your field of hypnosis involves?
Hi, Naveed. Now, the unique thing about myself is that I work full-time as a GP. So I have over 100 patient contacts a week. And throughout all this time, I practice the skills that I will talk about in NLP and hypnosis, using the techniques we have developed into what we call neurolinguistic healthcare. So we spend all this time honing my skills, applying my skills, perfecting my skills. And hypnosis for the purpose of the talk, hypnosis, it involves an altered state of awareness, an altered state that allows us to implement therapeutic techniques by shutting down the critical conscious mind and allowing suggestions and beliefs to be implanted deep within the unconscious of the patient or the person you're working with. And some would say bypassing the critical prefrontal cortex, the logical brain, going straight into the emotional and the physical, what they call the limbic and the reptilian brain. That's how I believe it works, and a concept that I find useful. So it's an easy way to bypass what in hypnosis some of us call the critical factor. The bit in your mind that's always saying you can't do things. It can't be so. It mustn't be so. And that's what I think hypnosis is.
That's interesting. What is it that brought you into this field? What interested you to get you involved in hypnosis? I'm curious to hear about the story behind how you got started and how you got to where you are today.
So many years ago, about in 2010, in 2008, I think, I came across a series of videos about NLP and watching Richard Bandler. And as he was doing his talks on NLP, he did some hypnosis as well. And I always wondered why he would do hypnosis and yet talk about NLP, which is the use of language outside hypnosis. But during his demonstrations, he'd always hypnotize people. And sure, I dabbled in it here and there, but it was never very effective until I met yourself, Naveed. And you told me you've been doing it for years and you hypnotized. I still remember you telling me, and you hypnotized 200 people. And this was a few years ago, so you must have hypnotized hundreds more. And you said how easy it was. And then, that part of me went on and said, oh, no, it can't be that easy. But you assured me it was. And you said we've got enough training from the NLP. You and I are master practitioners. We should be able to do this. And so together with your help and the techniques we've developed a surefire rapid hypnosis. I went to some traditional training schools, and so did you. And we learned very, very slow, boring approaches. In fact, some of the inductions could be 45 minutes long. To be fair, I've never gone so deep in my life. I think I was asleep. But it wasn't very useful for us being GPs, 10-minute appointments. And so you and I, we discussed on how to make this more rapid. And we attended various trainings, watched various people, and developed our own technique of inductions, deepeners, therapeutic techniques, which are a combination and amalgamation of numerous techniques. And so that's quite the story behind it. And we continue to perfect it, to change it, to make it more useful and more relevant so that anyone can use it and anyone can use the concepts of hypnosis.
You're absolutely right. It's taken us many, many years and lots of training, and we've honed our skills together to, as you say, time is a luxury. In general practice, we get just 10 minutes per appointment. We have to try and maximize the 10 minutes to try and make it as effective as possible. And using these techniques, we've been able to kind of shrink down the speed at which we can make effective change. And you're coming to Park Plaza in October to talk specifically about rapid hypnosis. And it's this that will allow us to shrink down, make our time much, much more effective. So can you tell us a little bit more about what the audience will gain out of your talk?
So like you mentioned, the talk will demonstrate rapid hypnosis. So we'll take members of the audience, find some individuals who we will hypnotize, and I'll show everyone how we do it. We'll make it very entertaining, but with the aim of achieving two main goals. The first is to show that the impossible is possible, to break previously held beliefs, so that something which people once thought was impossible is right before their eyes. So it's so different when something actually happens right before your eyes, something that you previously thought was not possible. And number two, to demonstrate that hypnosis, that rapid hypnosis that we do, is just a sequence of events and a pattern of speech that can easily be learned by anyone. And as far as I can, I'll let you know and the audience know how I've hypnotized the people that I will hypnotize. You'll see the sequence of events, which I'll reveal at the end of it. And I'll talk to you and the audience about it.
I'm sure that the people who attend your talk will be most interested in hearing about how hypnosis actually works and how quick that you and I have been able to develop these techniques. Having thought about the Integrative Health Convention, where the audience is made up of doctors, therapists, and the public, where do you see your particular practice fitting in with kind of integrative or holistic health?
I think it's more about the principles of hypnosis, the principles of rapport, the use of sequences of events, and the use of language patterns that can cause change. So you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a therapist. The principles of hypnosis show that we can take charge of our own lives, how we can make impossible things happen every day in our lives, and how we can change even the most dire circumstances in our lives and the lives of the people all around us.
There's one particular question which we're asking all of our speakers. And now, in regards to hypnosis, as a therapist and a teacher of many years of experience under your belt, what do you think is the one thing, the one key to healing in what you do? I'm looking for kind of something personal to what you think makes the most difference in regards to hypnosis.
I think the thing that hypnosis teaches, more than any other subject that I've ever learned or read about, is that rapport, the ability to connect, to get along, to actively listen, to actively be in a relationship is the key to change and giving someone the space to change. Because the humbling thing about hypnosis is it teaches you that you're not the person doing anything. It's the person in front of you, the person you're helping, the person who you're aiding who actually does change.
Thank you all for taking the time to watch and listen to this interview. After choosing this one from all the other interviews out there, remember to buy your tickets early from our website by following the links below. We are at the Integrative Health Convention in London on the 13th and the 14th of October 2018. You can use the discount code podcast10, which will give you a 10% discount as a gift from us to you for sharing your time with us. We hope to see you in October in London, where our speakers will be sharing so much more with you then.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toh.